หากเครื่องบินลงจอดฉุกเฉินนี่คือTo the tubes ดึงแถบให้หลอดไฟทำงานซึ่งหลอด
again. Is the future really possible without you? I'm realizing now I've been stuck here from the start. Cause I go one step closer to bed before the midnight hour, and I'm just waiting for a faded lift to ride home. One step closer to bed before the midnight hour, and I'm just waiting to do it all over. Don't keep sailing away until the edge of time, and wake up to find it all slipping away. In the dark, in the rain, I was breaking down. Don't keep sailing away until the edge of time, wake up to find it all slipping away. In the dark, in the rain, I was breaking down. I've been walking through the valley of the shadows. I let them tell me who I was. I've been talking myself up onto the gallows. Every time I tried to walk away, I couldn't make it through another day. Everything seems being up an uphill battle. I was trying to make it on my own, my way. You were knocking on the door that I've been looking for. It was right in front of me. I was lost, but now I'm free. And I was blind, but now I see that your love is better than life. Your love is better than life. But I ain't turning back now. It's never so amazed how your love is better than life. The truth is now I'm in a new light. Forever starts today and won't stop now. Your face shining on me, walking in the truth that set me free. It's all I need. If it ever only for me, then who can stand against? Love is better than life. Your love is better than life. But I ain't turning back now. It's never so amazed how your love is better than life.
Stuck in the summer air, getting lost in the day, feels like an escape. Whisper me sweet nothings, all the words that you say keeps me wanting to stay. The sunlight feels so cold when you're not next to me. Summer moves so slow and we're spending it alone.
Where you from?
ใช่แบ็ค1 ชั่วโมง
ところだ。どう
Tattoo on my mind, body in my bed. If you say that I don't get in your head, time I lay my eyes on you, all I see is you and me together. Every single time I lay my eyes on you, I just wanna be with you forever. You know we're timeless, we're much brighter than the sun. Getting better all the time. Nothing can ever bring us down, down. Let's take a long walk under the moon. No one else, just you and me. Just us two hearts beating in tune. That's where I wanna be. And if we end up losing the way, we'll look for somewhere new. 'Cause even if we're lost, it always feels like home with you. Every single time I lay my eyes on you, all I see is you and me together. Every single time I lay my eyes on you, I just wanna be with you forever. You know we're timeless, we're much brighter than the sun. Getting better all the time. Nothing can ever bring us down, down, down. You know we're timeless, we're much brighter than the sun. Getting better all the time. Nothing can ever bring us down, down, down.
You remind me of something I can't find with words. You remind me of what it's like to just be heard. Yeah, you remind me of, yeah. You remind me, yeah.
どれぐらいで来るかわからない。
あれっぽく見える。
大丈夫だよね。